right, good morning. So today we are going to read a book called The Myth of Santa's Beard. And we're going to just take a minute and we're going to talk about what a myth is. So the myth does fall under the traditional literature umbrella that we've been talking about. It is fiction. But what makes it a myth is that I'm looking at my chart that I made last week. It teaches us a lesson. But the biggest thing about a myth is it really tries to tell us the reason something is. For example, maybe I read a book and the story tried to tell me why elephants have long noses or why kangaroos jump. And so they really try to take things that are in life and in a myth, they try to explain why it is the way it is. There's always magic, it seems like. It teaches us a lesson. And sometimes myths have god and goddesses because a lot of myths date back to the god and goddesses created this, or it happened because the gods did this. And so this myth is going to be the myth of Santa's beard. So as we read this, I want you to figure out maybe what lesson can we learn and what are they trying to teach us about, okay? Santa's beard is white as the North Pole snow. And when little boys or girls are good, well, that beard of his, it starts to grow. It grows a little when you play fair and every day you remember to share. It grows more when you help in special ways and make someone smile every day. It twists and curls down his chest when you work hard and do your best. It grows when you do as you've been told and respect people who've grown wise and old. When you tell the truth today, when a lie would be easy to say, oh, how Santa loves it when it grows that way. It grows a lot as you help around the house and are very quiet when someone's sleeping on the couch. Santa's beard is growing when you're not aware, especially at night when he hears you say your prayers. It grew down past his belt when you learned that winning isn't all, and to get up and try again every time you fall. It grew all night and kept Santa awake the day you learned to give more than you take. When you did that job without pay, the work was hard, but you did it anyway. That made Santa's beard grow so long, it started getting in his way. With so many good girls and boys, that old beard kept growing until he couldn't make the toys. Long curls of beard tangled round his boots as he walked, and it got so heavy he could hardly even talk. Santa did not know what to do. He loved his beard. It reminded him how good you'd been throughout the year. Late one night, every single elf and Mrs. Santa too had a secret meeting to figure out what to do. It wasn't long before they had a plan. As Santa slept, they knew he'd understand. Quietly, the elves tiptoed with their little scissors, while the snow outside started to blizzard. They snipped Santa's beard, some here and some there. They snipped white curls everywhere. They took those snippets of Santa's beard, pure and white as snow, and with bright red ribbon, those clever elves tied each with a bow. That morning when Santa awoke, his elves asked him to choose the best little girls and boys they could send a snippet to. Santa laughed a jolly laugh as he picked right from his list, but only just a few. Because you've been so good right away, Santa chose you. So here is your snippet from Santa's long beard to help remind you through the year. Be honest and fair to all that you know, and every day Santa's beard will continue to grow. And I have a snippet. Some kids kind of thought that was strange in class. Some thought it was cool. But let's talk about the two things I asked you to look for. So we talked about we would learn a lesson from Santa's beard. What lesson do you think the author wanted us to learn? Like the message of this book? Yeah, like to be good, to have good behavior, to help others, whatever, to be good, I think was the overall message. And what they tried to explain to us, the way that something is, was Santa's beard. So they tried to tell us why it was so long and all of those things. So that's what made this book a myth.